Hello everybody and welcome back to another blind commentary for Assassination Classroom. This time episode 2. So it was a while because of certain life situations before I got to recording this, but it is what it is. It's going to be interesting to see. Now I've received fairly positive feedback on or rather feedback like the previous episode received positive reception, which means this format should be doable, and it's surprisingly easy to do if only I have more time. So it is what it is. But without further ado, it looks like everything should be fine, and because of that, I believe we shall begin. I should have given the countdown 3, 2, 1, begin. I need to get back to that, so. Pause in 3, 2, 1, stop. So yeah, uh, that's a very. I like that they immediately went into like back to the story, and there's like zero chill and just like immediately going for the assassination attempt as well. Now, I'm just looking at this pause screen, by the way. There's some rather interesting things to note here, which you can see if you have it open. So, interestingly enough, that's something I had like minor note in the previous episode as well, but I do want to note that the fact that Goro Sensei can like break the sound barrier, but he moves immensely fast. But like faster than sound, of course. So he should be breaking the sound barrier. But we don't hear any sonic booms or anything like that. So because sonic weapons are a real threat, and breaking the sound barrier is something that should be really dangerous. So I wonder if there's some kind of in-world reason why Koro-sensei doesn't break sound barrier constantly. But regardless, I suppose we'll see later. We shall continue in 3, 2, 1, go. It is that is a very good gag though. I really like Nagisa's eyes. They are quite good. Um, I th- hmm, I think for synchronization reasons we won't be skipping the opening because I kind of have a problem with starting the episode immediately from the end of the. So let's just keep it on for synchronization reasons, which means that if you do want to synchronize, you kind of have to maybe speed through. I don't know. We might alter this aspect later on. Remember to hydrate, everyone. Hmm. That's an interesting note there. So let's do 3, 2, 1, pause. In that opening, some of the students were grouped in different, like they were in clear groups, like something sort of a gang-like situation, and those were color coded, and that is a peculiar thing to notice there. I don't know what to make of that exactly, but that was noteworthy, I'd say. So it is. I wonder what that means. There's definitely gonna be more to this story, isn't there? We'll see. Let's continue in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. That's kidnapping. That's. I'm so bad with voice actors. I think I talked about that. Whatever. Ooh, the background music's great. Oh, can we 3, 2, 1, pause? I really want to highlight the background music there. That was good. That was really good, giving a really good sense of mystery with the ambient. I think that was a like one of the symbols that's like really low and not exactly quite like vibrates for a long time, like one huge symbol. I'm not exactly not my area of that's not my specific area of expertise. Regardless, really very good creating their mysterious and a threatening atmosphere, and then just having a little heroic tune there, just popping into the forefront, just pushing more of that driving theme of heroism and the fact that they do need to have drive, motivation, and determination to carry out this task. So, really, really nice soundtrack there. Really good point. Really quite liked it. So, continuing in 3, 2, 1, go. I like that he has sharp teeth there. Hmm. 3, pausing in 3, 2, 1, pause. I do have a certain sneaking suspicion that the story will focus on individual students one episode at a time. Now, this is more of a prediction. So the episodes will be like focusing on singular students' problems one at a time and giving them some kind of maybe even power up thing or something. I don't know. Like give that Kuro-sensei gives them like some kind of special tutoring, teaching stuff to increase their abilities and just like something that term. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that is because that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. Also, one thing I wanted to really highlight about the art style specifically here is that the characters have very clearly defined and thick borders. That's a, something that's I really like that style, but it's something that's been sticking out here quite a bit. It's something that you don't see that often in many anime, but or like you do. It's a stylistic choice, so it's hard to say percentage wise, but it's a really nice way to make the characters pop out quite a bit. I do have like few ideas why it is done, but because there's some things about animation why it makes it easier to do and stuff like that, and how it creates a different layer from the background. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So let us continue in 3, 2, 1, go. Quite a bit of knowledge. um, pausing in three, two, one. Go. Yeah, pause. Want to once again point out something rather interesting here. That's actually has quite a bit of base on truth and the fact that imitation in certain forms of physicalities, but also in talent sense and stuff like that, is something where you do have to kind of play to your strengths. It's really quite a good thing here that they pointed that out, that you need to know your strengths and play out to that. That's more of a messaging kind type of thing and stuff like that, but like not that surprising meta-contextual thinking. But it's a very nice thing to point out here, that we do have physical differences, and while we can train our own strengths and weaknesses to compensate in the areas that we lack, we'll never reach the heights that other people do, that when they use their, or when they play to their strengths rather, if our genetic disposition just doesn't match up to that certain quality rather. So it's quite a point to bring out here. It's rather a peculiar way to use those tentacles to examine one's muscular structure and bone structure. Also probably plays quite a bit of part. And it's like that goes into a very interesting deep dive into the how genetics and physical morphism like works, and how our phenotypes differ from one another. It's interesting. So I quite I wonder how this exactly will be played, and how there's some weird things about physicality in this show, even already like from Nagisa, because let's just say that Nagisa is rather androgynous. Of course, that's I quite like their character design, so that much is obvious. But I wonder how exactly this what they are trying to say here, but we should just give the show time to flesh out this thing and this topic and see what they are cooking. So let us continue in 3, 2, 1, go. Flexible elbow and shoulder, elbow and wrist. That's gonna lead to more of a whipping style, I guess. Peculiar. Oh, that's amusing. Can you come out of here and let me try to kill you? That's funny. That is a very good joke there. Oh, that's adorable. I pause in 3, 2, 1, pause. I really, really like the series having this kind of really swiftly changing atmospheres from the serious trying to kill Koro-sensei to just very light-hearted jokes and just like joking motives like that. It's really amusing. It hits me really well. I really do enjoy it. And the constant switching between these atmospheres and moods, and even here we have a different mood currently. Um, the show does that really well. It doesn't really let you get used to the situation too much, and it strikes you with the abnormality of the situation by changing the atmosphere constantly. And that's a really good way to metacontextually give us a an extraordinary feeling that and sense of the theming that the show is trying to go for. And it goes really well there. I really quite enjoy it. It's a really good point to the show. Huge props. Let us continue. 3, 2, 1, go. Um, I wonder if Nagisa will have some kind of special sight kind of thing, like special perception training or something like that. Nice. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Why is she bouncing so uneasily? Such a show off. I love it. Hmm. Small minded. That's an interesting translation there. Hmm. Indeed, it is peculiar. Memory wipe? Well, this is peculiar. Alright. That's a very good setup for intrigue. I think we won't be watching the outro section because syncing that up will be kind of difficult. Yeah, we that's not what we will be doing. Yeah. Let us move on to the outro then. Nice, proper scene transition. So that was the episode. Um, I'm going through a few thoughts. I think I during the episode I did talk quite a bit about the. I don't want to repeat myself from the first episode too much, so I'll keep it rather brief here. First of all, I really do want to applaud the sound design, especially the background music is really good. I only highlighted it once, but it is constantly there, and it's really quite efficient and effective at setting the tone exactly as it should be, and it's very very good, and at worst serviceable, but I think it's just very good. And of course, the sound design, just in general, like the sound effects and stuff like that, is just the mixing is also like really good. Now, a bit of a minor thing there. So at some moments, the background tracks were perhaps a bit too loud, in my opinion, but you could still audibly hear the dialogue. So I don't know what to make of that. I don't know if it's like even that bad. I think it's mostly done to highlight the mood. And even though I cannot yet fluently read Japanese, I still do try to listen to it as much as possible. So it is a thing there. So, one of the more interesting things about the story progression right now is that, of course, there is a lot of intrigue being crap ton of intrigue. We have a new student coming up in the next episode, which that should be fairly interesting to see. I do like it was their face was kind of revealed there, so they're gonna be a pretty big highlight. I wonder how exactly that will turn out and how that will change the dynamics of the class, to say the least. And I really do like, just in general, that Goro Sensei is actually like doing teaching in many different aspects, to say the least, and doing it rather well, I should say. So it is quite nice. I'm not gonna blather on any longer. It has been enjoyable so far. It's very well built up. It has a lot of good jokes, and it is intriguing, to say the least. Like it has me and waiting for the next episode and thinking about it quite a bit. So it's good. Now, with that being said, I thank you all very much for watching. I'll hope to see you all in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Ganmu out. Thank you all very much.